understand each other, do we, young man?
Oh, don't let's make a mess of things like this. Spoil our happiness.
Happiness? Don't you think it's a little late to talk about that?
Well, you didn't think of that when...
Oh, I see. You're going to put all the blame on me, huh?
Oh, Ted, no. I didn't mean to say that.
Say, her mother left some money for her with me, and I got it here, and it's a big wad, too.
Really?
Yes, it's real. And I had intended keeping it myself. But every once in a while, my conscience goes crazy, and I'm...
Please?
I'm the stenographer.
Well, then, you will please wait outside, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, what else?
Nothing.
I'll take her out, monsieur.
Yes, turn her over to the police.
Wait a minute. When did you eat last?
Yesterday. That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo cold, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title.
That's so. Say, how many times have I told you to stop butting in when I'm having an argument?
Well, you don't have to lose your temper.
You don't have to lose your temper. That's what you said the other time, too. Every time I tried to protect you. The other night at the Elks dance with that big Swede.
Sorry, but I'm too tired to be hysterical, and my feet are much too sore from going barefoot to stand the jar of dancing over the cliff. By the way, I got the sermon.
Madame, you remember?
Oui, I know. And we enjoyed it very much, too. She's a lovely actress, Mary. Oui.
Oui, madame.
She has such twinkling eyes and such a funny little twitter when she speaks.
Just leave everything to Godfrey. Godfrey will take care of everything. Now, you just sit right down there like a good girl, and in just a minute, you'll forget that you had any trouble. I thought so. Let that be a lesson to you.
Godfrey! Oh, Godfrey, don't go away!
Certainly I knew it. I knew all along. He had to come back to me. He couldn't help himself. He wouldn't have had to fight as hard as I to keep from going to him.
As God is my witness. As God is my witness, they're not going to lick me. I'm going to live through this, and when it's all over, I'll never be hungry again. No, nor any of my folk. If I have to lie, steal, cheat, or kill, as God is my witness, I'll never be hungry again.
I'm very as an intellectual snob. You made up your mind awfully young, it seems to me.
Well, 30's about time to make up your mind. And I'm nothing of the sort, not Mr. Connor.
The time to make up your mind about people.
Was that him?
That was him.
Well, what kind of a fellow is he?
He's a live wire if I ever seen one.
Was he young?
Well, he thinks he is.
You finally arrived. All right, Eddie. Horace, I'm very happy to see you.
How are you, Regina?
What did happen to you and Alexandra?
We stopped overnight in Mobile. I didn't feel good. Just a little weak, I suppose.
Well...
Thank heavens. I shan't have to tell you about it.
Clem, I'm so proud of you.
Are you, darling? Well, that's nice. And come to think of it, I'm a bit proud of myself. What you might call a real bit of navigation. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
No. He's looking at you, kid.
comes to me.
Is she from Lowood?
No, Your Reverence.
Have you asked her name?
Yes, but she gives no answer.
Perhaps the lady is deaf and dumb.
Oh, no, she speaks to me.
What does she say?
Just now the lady said, please go to the priests and tell them a chapel is to be built here.
I remember parties in this room when it was full of flowers and light.
Those must have been wonderful days.
Oh, it's all dead in here. The whole place seems to smell of death.
There. All be...
About your condition? None whatever.
Then why was a consultation necessary?
You've been through a tiresome examination. Come in tomorrow.
I hadn't expected to come back to New York for several months. Not until it becomes apparent and I can't work any longer.
Mr. Dean, Joseph tells us the people are still being paid to come to us.
Ah, the General's a wise man. It's only till it becomes a habit. Let it become a habit for him to come, and they won't remember the time when they didn't. Then gradually he'll leave off paying them. And gradually it'll become a habit with them not to be paid. They're like children.
He told me he was going to order them to come.
Would you be happier if I stayed till you came back? All right, I'll stay. I was just trying to think of a good reason to stay.
That makes me very happy.
Is that the song?
Yes. Will you play it for me?
I do not play.
May I?
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Why not? Sure. Why not?
Rich. You and me rich.
Lester, I have a gun.
Gun's no good. It'll have to look like an accident.
Sure, but that's easy.
Not too easy.
Daddy. Daddy? I don't think he hears me.
Probably not. Glad you came.
Hitchcock, Chicago Daily News.
I'm so happy to see you.
Scanziani de la Suisse.
Fears are foolish fancy, maybe.
What about Frank? What made him go to pieces?
The responsibility became too much for him.
But in the beginning, why the lying? Why the cunning?
He hates himself. Consequently, he'll do or say anything to be liked by others.
You look tired. Here, sit down in the chair.
Padre Delio! I'm sorry. Bomba! Mi, bingo, bingo, mi, bingo, bingo.
Mamma, per favore.
Bingo, bingo.
Padre Delio. I got to see you, Father.
Why, Sarah?
Know you. Were you not a lady in waiting to my mother?
Many people know that, I'm afraid.
I'm trying to remember more. When I was a child, I used to watch the faces of the ladies in waiting to see if they were wearing lip rouge. My mother did not allow makeup, so I...
About Skipper. I mean it. You gotta shut up about Skipper.
The laws of silence won't work about that. Not about Skipper and us. It's like locking the door on a fire in hopes to forget the house is...
Hey, everybody!
But not looking at a fire doesn't put it out. This time, I'm gonna finish.
This is a game we used to play every night. Yeah, and here we go. From Wibbledon to Wobbleton is 15 miles. From Wobbleton to Wibbledon is 15 miles.
Imagine me as I was 10 years ago, and you as you are now. There were no lines then. Would you have loved me and wanted to marry me?
Yes. In this house, you're supposed to. Hey, what are you doing with that?
Well, I was washing my stockings, so I thought I might as well wash your socks, too.
Thank you.
Very curious. I could only find 3.5 pairs.
Well, things are a little disorganized around here.
I'd say. What's a tennis racket doing in the kitchen?
Tennis racket?
20 years old.
And cigar smoke?
I always said I'd try anything once.
Mm-hmm. Ever try common sense?
Only in desperation.
Can I sit down?
Why not? We already know each other's secrets.
Thanks for the breakfast.
2 ships that pass in the night should always buy each other breakfast.
Arnaldo, let me come water. You bought it for me. You don't think I remember that, do you? You're wrong, Jane. You've just forgotten. I bought this house for the 2 of us when I signed my first contract. You don't think I remember anything, do you?
Taking care of myself.
Shouldn't have to. A woman looks like you do.
Oh, that's what my ex-husband used to tell me. Before he took my wallet, my gasoline credit card, and left me stranded in a downtown motel in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
You find the fun, and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years.
Every time you try, you need someone to help you.
Sad. Whom I will not forgive for having come to rest, for having seen me and having said, yes, this will do. Who has made the hideous, the hurting, the insulting mistake.
You've known me nearly all your life. You must have formed some opinion of me.
Well, I always thought that you were a very nice person.
Did you know I was an alcoholic?
What?
Did you know that?
Oh, Mr. Cazalet phoned about the number of pictures
yes.
in the various
Excuse us,
sizes.
will you? I'll walk out to your car with you.
Well, I hope I'll be seeing you shortly.
Actually, no, Hillary. Dr. Prentice is leaving tonight and Joey within the next couple of weeks.
You think I'm finished, do you?
So I do. I've suffered more defeats than you have teeth. I know one when it happens to me. Take your wormwood like a good boy, swallow it, and go to bed.
I will be king.
So you will, but not this year. Oh, leave it, Richard! Let it go for now.
Resign. You will force me to dismiss you. I will not resign, and you will not dismiss me, Miss Mackay. You will not use the excuse of that pathetic, that humorous document to blackmail me. Mr. Lowther, you are a witness to this. Aren't they charming, Ursula?
Charming? Wouldn't they do anything to us?
You look beautiful.
Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
So what's wrong with her?
We still think the temporal lobe.
Oh, what are you talking about, for Christ's sakes? Did you see her or not? She's acting like she's fucking out of her mind, psychotic, like a split personality or...
She's my sister. She's my daughter. My sister, my daughter.
I said I want the truth!
She's my sister and my daughter.
Are you really a singer?
Uh-huh.
Where do you sing?
In Monterey, in California.
What's your name?
Alice Hyatt.
You sit down, Mr. Cheswick, and wait your turn. Go ahead, sit down.
George, can you come into my office for a minute?
Right.
Barbara, is Tommy around anywhere?
I think so.
I'd like to see the two of you for a moment. So do you. Oh, God, what a dumb thing to say, right? I mean, you say it, you play well, and then right away, I have to say you play well. Oh, God, Annie. Well, oh, well. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-la.
Bob. How is he?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read it. I guess he's okay.
Where?
You can't copy this letter.
It's up on the bulletin board. I'm going to copy it.
No, me, you better not.
I'm going to take down every word of this letter. It's my break time, and I'm going to take down every word of this letter.
It did get colder today, yeah?
No, I mean for the year, it's colder.
Yeah.
Weren't you swimming today?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sorry I scared you.
How'd it go?
Good. I swam well today.
Good.
Yeah.
Boys, knock Sissy off of this porch one more time, I'm gonna have to whoop you. No.
It's a simple question, Miss Brown. Now, do you want me to repeat it?
I'm sorry, for a moment I thought you asked me if I believe there's a God.
That is precisely what I asked.
I see.
Well, I've no way of knowing.
Are you a Christian?
I was christened in the Catholic Church.
Well, are you a Christian now?
I suppose I am.
Oh, no, honey. Bend over and you pick them.
Bend over?
Hmm.
Where are they?
On the ground where they belong.
Just tell me pick blueberries on a bush. You didn't have to bend over at all.
These are strawberries and they grow on the ground.
Oh. Here comes what's his name.
Damn it, he doesn't mention.
So stupid. So stupid. Somehow I thought when she finally went, that it would be a relief.
Do you mind if I wait in here?
No.
Penny of my money, not one thin dime.
Did I ever ask you for anything? Did I ever ask you for anything? I never asked you for nothing, not even your sorry ass hand in marriage. Nothing. I never asked you for nothing.
Raise, you won't have
It's all right, son. I've had my trip. You go on. I'll be there in a minute.
She used to look so big.
Now it means to be joined in a relationship separate but one. That's what I want. But you think for me, think for Sarah, as though...
You okay?
I'm fine. Oh my God!
What?
What?
Take it easy.
This time I was trying to do everything right.
Just become excited.
I thought if I stayed away from the city hall, I wouldn't have the bad luck I had again.
You're making me feel guilty.
I'm marrying your brother.
All right.
And
Okay, is it possible that only one person shouted?
no, there were different voices.
So at least two then. Could it have been only two?
No, they overlapped.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mama. Look who I brought. Morning, Miss Daisy. You been keeping yourself busy? She certainly has.
It's for the best.
Hey, please!
Almost done. Just one more. God, I love you.
Dolly?
Hello.
My dear, I must ask you. Was your sister wearing a wedding ring?
No.
What?
No. I don't want to be outside. I want to watch. I'll be very quiet. Oh, it's smart.
Please, don't be afraid.
Well.
Pointed up there. I said, I'll take that one there with a pretty turkey on it. Them guys in the bar laughed their butts off. We got drunk as a couple of coots that night. My daddy was a good man. Sharecropper, hard worker. So one thing I got from him, working hands.
How old were you when he died?
14.
And here you are. And it's a beautiful day.
Like this. You're still my best girl, Cora.
I don't know the steps.
Neither do I. Just go with it. Don't think.
Again, with Nick at Night.
Why will you not see me?
Pray for the dawn. Searching for.
I believe we might be at a point where we might want to try some alternative methods. We've had excellent results with ECT in the past. So if I can just get your John Hancock, we'll get underway.
Plaintiffs in, let's be honest, we all know there are more out there. They may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide, and $20 million isn't shit when you split it between them.
Aaron.
Second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without...
Education doesn't make you happy, and nor does freedom. We don't become happy just because we're free, if we are, or because we've been educated, if we have.
Really good kid. He was so good. He loved me. He really loved me.
I understand.
Thank you, Judge. And may you rot in hell, sending a raped woman to death. And you're a bunch of scum, that's what you are.
I was born at 2 pounds, 1.5 ounces. Daddy used to tell me I fought to get into this world. And I'd fight my way out.
To get back to Los Angeles, look at your life. You've never been able to stick to a decision. I mean, 10 years of college and not a single degree. How do you know you won't change your mind about this too? Because I know.
I believe a few over-eager editors are doing their best to sell newspapers, and it would be a mistake to dance to their tune.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. But, well, my advisors have been...
Oh, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal.
For the obvious reason. We couldn't.
Why couldn't you?
We were guards. Our job was to guard the prisoners. We couldn't just let them escape.
I see.
Look, if he had any sense, he wouldn't take a lift from a strange man, but I'm a music lover and I'm worried about your cello, so what I propose is you put it in my car and walk alongside me.
How do I know you won't just drive off with the cello?
Run the dang ball! Run it! Wait a minute, did he just hang up the phone?
No, I think he lost service.
He did not lose service.
Are you somebody, mate? No, I'm no one.
Should we withhold the medicine? No! We are not wrong. We did not seek election and win in order to manage the decline of a great nation.
But I did. But you loved hearing about it, didn't you? You are afraid to be alive. You are afraid to live. You're a hypocrite. You're a conformist. You're a liar. I opened up to you and you judged me. You're
Is it possible, without ruining any of your fun, that you could lower the TV a bit?
Hey, Jasmine, why don't you stop working for a little bit? Have a beer.
Believe me, I wish I could.
Well, what kind of work you doing?
I'm trying to work a computer, but it seems I have no aptitude for it.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. They'll take us somewhere to sleep soon.
No, but bed. In room.
But I'm frankly feeling nothing.
Is that so?
Or it could be less than nothing.
Good to know, so you agree.
That's right. What a waste of a lovely night.
Consummate host, despite his having had, as he was just telling me, somewhat of a tricky day at school.
Oh, no, just some of the guys on the team was giving me crap.
Crap about what?
About the billboards, Mildred, which is what I've come to have a word with you about.
Oh. Proceed.
Love you all. You won't forget me, will you?
Promise you won't.